Hi there friends, welcome back to my channel on What's Cooking Today on Perfect Eats. If you guys are new here, my name is Emma and I make easy breezy recipes for all of you guys who are new to cooking. And today we're gonna make some quick and easy white bee hoon. Let's get started. Now here are a couple of ingredients that we're gonna need today. Now don't be intimidated by the number of ingredients that I'm using, alright? So I have a portion of bee hoon, some chai sim, fish cake, carrots, spring onions, red chilli, ginger, minced garlic, chicken, 1 egg, chicken broth, Chinkiang vinegar, fish sauce, as well as some white pepper. We're gonna start off by mincing up the chicken, just roughly chopping it up into pieces right there, and we'll move on to the ginger. Now we don't have to perfectly cut them into thin slices. What I'm doing right here is just roughly chopping it up, and prior to that I've already cut some of just one piece of red chilli will do for this recipe. For the bee hoon, we're gonna soak them in some hot water and we'll leave that aside. We'll set the pan to medium heat right here, and once the pan is hot, we're gonna drizzle some oil onto it. Just that amount will be perfect. We'll start off by adding 2 tablespoons of garlic right here, and we're gonna work with it quite quickly, guys. We don't want to have the garlic to be over fried or too brown at this point of time, because next we're gonna add in our ginger as well as some red chilies. Next, I'm gonna add in some fish cake, some sliced fish cakes into the mix. Just very quickly, just tossing it around. And then I'll move on to adding the chicken. Now you guys can opt for either chicken or pork at this point of time. I'm just gonna roughly toss it around and making sure it is cooked until the meat turns white. After which, I'm adding chai sim. Now this is one of my favorite vegetables to add into the dish, so I prefer chai sim. If you prefer any other kind of Chinese vegetables, go ahead and do so. You will start to see that the vegetables will reduce in size, and after tossing around for a minute or so. Next, I'm gonna start drizzling about half a cup of chicken broth by Heinz. You can opt for just hot water, but I usually prefer to use just chicken broth for it. We're gonna start simmering it for a little bit before we start adding our next ingredient. I'm gonna add some carrots right here to the mix. I just love to bring out some colors into the dish so it's not gonna look so dull, but if you guys are not fans of carrots, it's totally fine. Once it starts simmering, we're gonna add some fish sauce to the mix. Now the fish sauce is gonna bring out some umami and earthy flavor. I usually prefer to add in fish sauce instead of adding salt to the dish. Now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Chinkiang vinegar. Now this is gonna add some acidity as well as some sweetness to the dish. We're gonna lightly toss it around and making sure it's well coated before we add in, of course, white pepper. I always add in white pepper just to balance out the saltiness of the dish. Now we're going to allow it to simmer for a while before we add in a portion of our bee hoon. We're going to mix it evenly and incorporate it with the rest of the ingredients before we add in our next ingredient, which is just 1 egg. I'm using just 1 egg that is lightly beaten. Now remember not to overbeat the egg, and just lightly drizzle it all over. We're going to allow it to cook for a couple of seconds before we start mixing it up with the rest of the other ingredients. For a finishing touch, I'll be adding a couple of spring onions to the mix. And that's it, you guys, we're done! How easy is that? So remember to just mix it evenly, and now it's time for you to scoop it while it's hot. Now I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. If you guys want to check out more easy breezy recipes for beginners cooking, you can check out at my channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching till the end of the video, you guys. Bye!